I think this is the first time that a puppet like this has been invited to perform the lead role in a grand opera of this kind. This is new work.
I think both opera and puppetry work around an element which is not naturalistic. It's enlarged. It has either people singing in Italian in a way that is, in their body, is so larger than life that the audience has to accept that and understand it is artificial. And it says something about life, but it's not life. And believing in an object which is alive, but you know that it isn't, has that same mindset. And that's the level that I think these two link together.
What we do on stage is we offer you the opportunity to imagine something. You can see the puppeteers, you can see the mechanics of the puppet. It's not an illusion at all, actually. It's a very clear statement of artificiality. It makes you more conscious of the contribution that you make.
We also allow the audience to go with the story and the emotion of the piece, but also keep realizing that this is a piece, that somebody wrote this in a context, and that we can look at it from different angles. While we love it, we can also have questions about it and doubt some aspects of it.
When you start to put together a puppet for this style and for this kind of show, you're looking first, you're thinking about what materials you might use. You're doing an analysis of a human body in a way, in a parallel way to the way that the puppeteers analyse gesture and movement. The puppet design does something similar to the body to try and find a tool that can serve that action. As I was starting to work on that basic kind of task, sketches were coming from Virginia, who'd been listening to the music and thinking about the character, and a lot of Virginia's work explores the feelings and the status of African women, and I think Lotte's concept invited us not to be specifically Ethiopian, but to look more broadly at the experience of colonised people, and particularly in that period, and how those kind of experiences ripple down to today. And so we came to find that of the two puppets, they would be made from natural, or they would be made to look like they're made from natural materials. They're both strong, and they're both solid, and they're both flawed and limited.
I think if you want to make puppetry work, I'm a total beginner at puppetry, but what I understand from it is you need to be incredibly clear and incredibly simple. A performer is quicker and can do more things in a shorter amount of time. And with a puppet, you probably have to not choose 10 things, but 2. And those become so special and so concentrated that you can tell the whole story, and actually enlarges the message that you put in those thoughts.
The first thing that the puppeteers learn when they come to try and kind of get involved in this system and this technique is to improvise, is to breathe and to feel a thought moving through the body and to be genuinely responsive. And it doesn't feel safe, it doesn't always feel comfortable, but it does feel exciting to perform, because what Lotte and I can do is give them a very clear roadmap through the scene. But the playing of that needs to be a playing. It can't be just an execution. And so, as far as possible, they're improvising all the time.
I talked a lot both with Mervyn but also with the singers about improvisation in opera, because we have something that spoken theatre or most puppetry theatre doesn't have, which is the music that has a timing of its own.
And for a puppeteer to play a thought and feel the intensity of that voice behind them and around them, it's like it puts, you know, jet charges on the performance. It's very inspiring in a very literal way. Breath is really fundamental to this style of puppetry, and when you breathe, you feel, and the rhythm and the quality of your breath actually contains almost everything of the emotions that you're feeling. And when they breathe together with the singer as well as a kind of leading puppeteer in that four-puppeteer group, it's in a way a real experiment that we're trying here with this incredibly talented group of singers who we're working with, to take that discipline and extend it out into someone who doesn't need to touch the puppet to still help to create that life and focus it through the figure. Yeah, it's really exciting.